Hello, everyone. My name is Sabrina Pierre, and I am the owner of Convenient Tax Solutions. And I help individuals and owner operators reduce their tax liability by using tax and bookkeeping strategies. So, in today's video, I would like to talk about the coronavirus stimulus package details and how this will affect you and businesses all across America. So, what is the coronavirus stimulus package? So, the coronavirus stimulus is a bill that will help Americans financially during this economic crisis that is caused by the coronavirus pandemic. So, on Wednesday, March 25th, the Senate approved a $2.2 trillion stimulus package to address the economic impact of the virus. So the House of Representatives will vote on the bill on Friday, March 27th. Okay, $1,200 checks for millions of Americans. So the stimulus payments for individuals are determined by your 2019 tax return. I've been getting lots of calls this week regarding how the IRS is going to determine who gets what, but I'm here to tell you that they will not base the payments off of your census, okay? It is based off of, they will determine the payments based off of your 2019 tax return. However, if you have not filed your 2019 tax return, they will base your eligibility on your 2018's tax return, okay? So if you had an adjusted gross income between 0 to $75,000 in 2019 or 2018, you will receive $1,200 per adult and $500 per child under the age of 17. So if your adjusted gross income was between $75,000 to $99,000, you will receive reduced checks. So the payment amount falls by $5 for every $100 in income over $75,000, okay? However, if your adjusted gross income was at least $99,000 or higher, you will not receive any funds. Okay, so individuals who filed head of household are eligible for a $1,200 payment if they earned up to $112,000 a year. Okay, so they also are eligible for a $500 payment per child under the age of 17. So the head of household filers who had adjusted gross incomes between $112,500 to $136,500 will receive reduced payments, okay? So if your AGI falls between that income bracket, you will receive reduced payments. And last but not least, married couples, they are eligible for a $2,400 payment as long as their AGI is under $150,000. They will also receive $500 per child under the age of 17. So reduced payments will go out to married couples who earn between $150,000 to $198,000. Okay, so how will I receive the money? How am I going to get this money? So if you have already filed your 2019 tax return, the IRS will use the direct deposit information from your 2019 tax return to send your payment to your bank account. So they will issue direct deposit payments and they will base that off of your 2019's bank account information. However, if you did not provide the IRS with your direct deposit details, then they will mail you a check. So if you have not filed your 2019's tax return, the IRS will see if you have filed a 2018 tax return, and they're going to use your AGI and bank details to determine your eligibility. Okay, so when will I get the payment? Okay, so Congress, they do have a set date for Monday, April 6th. However, some experts are saying that it may get pushed back to a later date, maybe late April, early May, because it's going to take time for them to analyze your tax returns and to see who is eligible and who is not. So you may receive it in late April or early May. Can I receive a payment if I'm on Social Security? The answer is yes. You are eligible to receive the coronavirus relief payment as long as your total income does not exceed the limits. Okay, so low income individuals on Social Security do not need to file a tax return. However, as long as you received an SSA 1099 form, the government will be able to send you a payment via the same way you usually get your Social Security benefits. So, for instance, if you receive your Social Security benefits through direct deposit payments, the IRS is going to direct deposit this $1,200 payment to you, okay? However, if you receive your disability or your Social Security benefits through a check, then the government will mail you a check. Okay, so it just depends on how you usually get your Social Security benefits. And retirees and people on disability are both eligible for the payment. Who is not eligible for a payment? So, the wealthy is not eligible. Non-resident individuals, so foreigners who do not hold a green card will not be able to get a payment. And dependents who can be claimed on someone else's tax return are not eligible for the relief payment. Will there be another payment and are the payments taxable? Okay, I've gotten that question this week. Okay, so will there be another payment? So another payment will depend on the length of the shutdown. So if many people are still unable to work due to the coronavirus, the government may issue another round of payments. Okay, so it really depends on the length of the shutdown. And are the payments taxable? So no, the checks are not taxable. However, if your income this year in 2020, if it exceeds the limits, you may have to pay some of the money back by April 15th, 2021. All right, an increase in unemployment benefits. Okay, so if you are unable to work due to the shutdown, you can file for unemployment. So the average unemployment payment is $300 a week. However, the Senate plans to add an additional $600 on top of existing unemployment benefits. Aid for small businesses. So the bill will help small companies during the economic hardship. So the government will give zero interest loans for businesses with fewer than 500 employees through the Small Business Administration, also known as the SBA. These loans could be forgiven if the businesses follow certain conditions, such as not firing their workers. Okay, so the loans will convert to, they will be forgiven if you do not fire your workers. So the maximum loan is capped at $10 million, dollars, and the loans convert to grants if they are used for covering employee salaries, rent, paid leave, utility payments, health insurance, or any other needs. So nonprofits are eligible for to receive these loans as well. Aid to the large businesses. Okay, so they will help out the large businesses who are affected by this pandemic. So large businesses who are severely affected by the shutdown will receive loans and grants by the government. So this includes $25 billion in grants for the airlines, uh, they will also receive $25 billion in loans. Okay. $17 billion for companies deemed critical to national security. Okay, they also will receive loans. And $425 billion will go to other businesses, cities, and states. Business tax cuts. So, in a move to improve business liquidity, so businesses can deduct 50% of their interest. Okay, so they increased the percentage to 50%. It used to be 30%, okay, but they increased it to 50%. All right, so also this bill will allow businesses to deduct losses against taxable income. It will also delay the payroll taxes paid by employers on wages. And the 6.2% tax on wages businesses normally pay would instead have to be paid over the following 2 years. Okay, so they will give you 2 years to pay um, your taxes on wages. Okay, so this bill will also offer delays on corporate and business taxes, and it allows the hospitality industry to write off the cost of building improvements. Okay, hospital aid. So, $100 billion fund will go towards the hospitals and providers hit the hardest by the pandemic. So, Medicare payments, home service, telehealth, and public health agencies will receive aid as well. Emergency aid for state and local governments. Okay, so the federal aid provides $150 billion to state and local governments. So each state will receive a minimum of $1.5 billion. Also, $25 billion in infrastructure grants for states around the country. FEMA aid. Okay, so FEMA. So $45 billion will go to FEMA for disaster relief funds. 31 billion will go to schools and colleges. 25 billion will go to the nation's transit systems. And 25 billion will go towards food stamp funding. Okay, questions. If you have any questions regarding the stimulus package, or if you are a small business owner who would like assistance in filing for the SBA loan, okay, you can book a free 15-minute consultation call to see how I can help you do that, okay? So also you can email me at info@convenienttaxsolutions.com if you have any questions. And once again, my name is Sabrina Pierre, and I am the owner of Convenient Tax Solutions, and I help individuals and owner operators reduce their tax liability by using tax and bookkeeping strategies. Everyone have a wonderful day. Everyone be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.